All right, looks like I am live. Live, live, live. Hello, hello, YouTube. I am here. Let's talk about Carmelo Anthony. I've been watching this trial since we got the news of, about everything that was going on. My concern is, was this young man being bullied? Was he? Are there records of the school with, him telling the school, I'm being bullied by these two brothers? Is there any record of it? But a lot of people are saying that he was being bullied. So he felt the need to bring a weapon to protect himself. Those two brothers were very big, bigger than Carmelo. So maybe he felt that he had to protect himself. That's the way I feel. And will he get a fair trial? That is the thing. Will he get a fair trial? They said it's a jury of all whites. Will they give him a fair trial? That's my question. You know how those trials usually end up, not in a good way, but we'll see. We will see. Oh, this is my first time on stream. StreamYard, I guess. I'm just looking around, but yeah, that is my question. Will he get a fair trial? It's ridiculous. And it's causing, this trial is causing a lot of division. Yes, I think that's what it's meant to do. Cause division. Black and white, black and white. Well, this country was built on division anyway. That's always the goal, it seems. It's by design. Division. And I see it happening slowly. When you look at the trial being covered outside of the courthouse, you got people yelling, screaming, and feeling angry. And I see division. I just hope that if the verdict doesn't go the way most people want it to go, that these people do not get out there fighting and protesting. Protesting, tearing their streets down, their neighborhoods down. I just hope that doesn't come of it. Because that's usually how it goes. That's usually how it goes. Okay, let me see. I'm looking at everything in here in this stream yard. But yeah. Sound. Oh, okay. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but okay. I'm just messing with this. Yeah, but I don't know. I think the child is not going to go the way a lot of people think it is. First of all, he's not being judged by his peers. That's the first thing. And they're saying that he used deadly force because he was pushed and he poked him. Well, some may consider that deadly force. I consider deadly force shooting somebody. You know? And they were also saying that they jumped on him. It was a group of kids that jumped on him, and he just so happened to stick that brother. But we don't know how true that is because the footage, they won't show us the footage of the actual stabbing, you know? They're saying that footage is grainy anyway, and they look like ants, so you can't really see what's going on. You know, this is 2026. How is it still that we can't get good camera quality? I mean, there's cameras everywhere, but it seems like the videos we see are you could barely see anything. It's like videos from the 80s. I mean, videos from the 80s or 90s. Quality wise, that's crazy. So I would need to see the video, and we're probably not going to see that until after the trial is over. I just have a feeling that this kid is going to get railroaded. That is not a jury of his peers. I just have that feeling, which will cause even more division and chaos, which is what they want. You know, all of this is by design anyway. Division and chaos. Just look at our country right now. It's divided by parties, all by design. Nothing is coincidence living in this world. I hope everyone knows that. Nothing is by coincidence. Everything happens for a reason. Absolutely. So I don't know. I'm just going to watch, continue to watch like everyone else and see the outcome. Watch the outcome. What is it going to be? In space, what is this? Oh, okay. People play that. That's what they be playing. Participants retrieve this or their own destination. Branded welcome for guests, you know. Oh, okay. Instructions say listening to your guests. You may want to share our instructions for guests. Okay. How do you send that though? I don't know. How do you send that? Okay, I'm gonna have to figure this out. The background. Mm, Well, yeah, it's just crazy. It's a sad situation all around because the kid lost his life, and no coming back for that. So you're supposed to comment. Oh, oh, oh. I guess that's how you do that. Let me see. So yeah, I want to know like what are people thinking? Do you think he's going to get found not guilty? Or you think they're gonna find him guilty? I, for one, believe they're gonna find him guilty because they are speeding this trial up. I was watching Queen 88, commentary, and she was there at the trial, and they had Saturday trial. I've never heard of that. Saturday trial on a Saturday. They want the case should be over by Wednesday. They are really pushing this trial quickly. They want this to be over with. And I wonder why. I wonder why. If you guys have an idea, maybe somebody can tell me because why are they pushing this trial so quickly? What is the meaning of that? Which makes me feel even more that they're gonna railroad this kid. I've never heard him in my life. And it's been a long life thus far, thank you, Father. I've never heard of a Saturday trial. Trial on Saturday, ever. But in this case, there is, which is mind blowing, mind boggling. I don't understand it. Don't understand it. But we're gonna see. All I just hope is that they don't start tearing their own neighborhoods up like they usually do when a verdict doesn't go their way. Now we gotta burn the stores down. These are your stores. This is where you live. If people don't understand that by now, stop burning down your own neighborhood because of a verdict. You still gotta live there. I don't get that. This world, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Well, it gets better. I don't think so. If anything, this world is gonna get worse. That's why I'm waiting, trying to get right for the Most High's return because He is returning very soon. Just look at this world. It's crazy. Right will be right. Right will be called right, and wrong will be called wrong. That's the stage we're in this world. It's terrible. And everything is about a race. Everything is about race. Like I said, it's the way it was designed. The system. And people who say, oh, there is no racist, there is no race. Okay, there is. Don't you know this country is built on systemic racism? Just because you don't, just because it's not in your face, someone's not calling you an N-word to your face, doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. Okay? Systemic racism. That means it was built into the system. Okay? Built into this country's system. It was built into this country's foundation. Race. And we, as a people, fall for it every time. Every time. We'll be out there marching, no justice, no peace, no justice. Oh, please. I'm tired of the singing, the slow singing and flower bringing. In the words of Biggie, it's just getting tiring, you know? Nothing will change in this country. It's the way it was designed. Okay? Race, a social construct that has been built, it's built in the fibers of this country. It will never change. Sorry. Never. Okay? So that's how I feel about the Carmelo Anthony trial. I just feel this kid is going to be railroaded. That's how I feel. It doesn't feel good. It's not going to go well for the kid. And if it does, that'll be great. But I just have this feeling deep down inside that they're going to find this kid guilty. Mm-hmm. Feel it in my spirit, in my bones, because they're rushing this trial for some reason. I don't know. And plus, he's not being judged by his peers. Okay? So we're going to see. We will see. We will see, honey. But other than that, I hope everyone is having a great morning. I hope everyone woke up and gave the Most High His praise, His thanks, and gave Him some gratitude that you opened your eyes this morning. Because you didn't have to. You really didn't have to, but He made sure you did. So, what's that? Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Let me see. Oh, all right. StreamYard. This is what StreamYard is about. Oh, they're going to countdown. Oh, okay. StreamYard over. Yeah, but I don't see it going very well, and I'm usually not wrong. I want to be wrong this time though, cause that they're gonna try to bury that kid, Carmelo. It won't end well. His parents throughout the whole thing weren't no help. I heard the money that they got because of this situation, they were out there buying houses and cars and nonsense. I don't know how true that is, allegedly. But yeah, that's what they were saying. They were out there spending that money on craziness. So his parents want no help, in my opinion. No help at all. But we're gonna see. I wanna know, what do people think? What do people feel? Do they feel the same way? Do they feel that this kid is gonna be found guilty and then the streets are gonna go crazy? It's gonna be ridiculous. Like any other time that a black man is convicted of something that we don't agree with. Whew. But I'm saying it happens all the time. All the time. I'm kind of used to it. When they say immune to it, it's just the way this country is. It was built up this way from the foundation, from the ground. Race. They play off race. They play off our emotions. And we fall for it every time as a people, knowing that nothing will change. Nothing will change. Only change we will see is when the Most High comes down for His children. That's when it will change. Until then, nothing's going to take place. This is not that world. This is not that land. This is America. This world is cloaked with darkness, darkness, darkness. Okay? That's who runs this world. Darkness. Okay? The sooner we realize that we live in a spiritual world, the better off we all will be. Nothing is going to change. This is by design. This is the way it will continue to be until our last day. Till our last days, which is coming very soon. Very soon for those who may not know. The creator is coming back very soon. Just like he came back during, the last time when we didn't learn. We're not learning this time. And his return is imminent. To get rid of this place, this God forsaken place we call Earth, especially in America. We're living in Sodom and Gomorrah right now. Those are the times we're living in. Right is right and wrong is wrong. How it go? Yeah, I can't think of it right now, but things that used to be right are now considered wrong. Everything that was wrong in our day is now considered right. For example, men and women sports. We never looked at that. I'm a Gen Xer. And in my day, we never would have thought boys would be playing in girl sports. But it has happened. And it's normal for some people. This is what they want. They want us to see it as normal, but I don't. I don't come from that generation. I don't come from this generation. A lot in this generation think it's okay for men to be in women's sports. I just don't think so. A man does not is not is stronger, physically different. A man's makeup is totally different than a female. For one, they are stronger. That is for one. So it's not fair. It's not a fair thing. Oh wait. All right. Yeah, so I don't think I don't think this is gonna play out the way most people think it is, or the way people want it to. I don't think so. That kid lost his life, and a lot of people, are not happy about it. And if he was being bullied, then I understand. He had to protect himself. If you're being bullied every day in school by a group of kids, how are you going to feel? You're going to want to protect yourself. That's just normal. But then again, they never give us the complete story. They give us the story that they want us to hear. They give us the story that fits their agenda to possibly send this kid to jail for the rest of his life. It's sad to say it. That's the way I think it's going to go down. Hasn't it always? What's going to change this time? What makes it different this time? Someone please tell me. But not a laughing matter, but this is the way it is, especially in this country. This is the way it is. This is the way it will go, sadly, but it's the truth. Especially how they're racing to finish this trial. I've never seen it in my life. Saturday court. Where they do that at? And since when? When I seen Queen 88 live outside of the courthouse on a Saturday, I had to sit there for a minute. Are they really having trial on a Saturday? That's strange and that's odd. But then I had to sit back. Nothing is really strange in today's world. It is what it is. That's the way they've designed it. And they're turning it into race, which is everything in this country. Everything is about race now. I remember a time like in the 90s, 80s, it wasn't so much about race. Now it's about political party and race. Those are the two main things. And it's terrible, in my opinion. Terrible, terrible, terrible. But what can we expect? We are in America. Look how this country was founded. Look what it was founded on. So what else do we expect from the Americas? I'm not shocked anymore. Nothing shocks me in today's world. In today's times, nothing. Just like they just announced, oh, aliens are real. UFOs are real. UAPs, whatever they call them now. Nobody's even thinking about that. Nobody's even worried about that. If an alien pulled up right now, nobody would be surprised. Nobody would be shocked. That's the world we live in now. Especially with all of the everything being released now, all the files being released, all of the things being exposed in our world from celebrities to just the evil that plagues this world, you know? It's an evil place we live in, my friends. Evil, 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 darkness, darkness, darkness. That's what runs this world. Darkness, darkness. Sad, but that is the reality. And the sooner more people realize that, maybe it will get better. But until then, until then, that is the heartbeat of this nation. Dog nation. And that's the way it was since the beginning of time. And look at my cat in the garden. What are you doing? What are you doing, Freeway? And now she walks out. I see you. I see you, girl. Yeah. But it's getting really heated out there. Some of the lives I got to catch. People screaming in each other's face, black and whites, just emotions. This world feeds off of our emotions. Do people not know that? That's what keeps the world going. They thrive off of our emotions, and we keep falling for it. No longer for me. I conserve my emotions. You won't get a response out of me too much in this day and age because I know what it is. I know what it is. Ah, I know what it is. It doesn't work on me. But a lot of people still fall for it. They want to get us all riled up, just like they tried with this immigration thing. Oh, why aren't the black people out here? Because we're not doing that anymore. We're not falling for that anymore. No, it's not our fight. You deal with it. Not my fight. Not my issue. They're so used to us getting out there and marching and singing and crying and shouting. No, those days are over. We're not doing that anymore. I'm not. I'm not. And I would advise anybody else to just stop it. Nothing's going to come of it. It's a lot of flower bringing, slow singing, spiritual songs, and nothing ever changes. Nothing at all. So why do we keep doing it? I don't understand that. For what? What is it going to change? You just marched and sung and cried for what? Nothing will change. Nothing. If nothing hasn't changed in over what 400 years, nothing will change now. Okay, we're too deep in it. It's too deep. It's never going to be roses, and it's never going to be everybody will get along and see people for who they truly are. No, no, it's too far embedded in this country. From the day this country was built, it was built on. It was built on just that evilness. It is what it is. It'll never change. Some people say, "Oh, you can't look at it that way," and yes, I can. Yes, I can. Nothing will change until the Most High's return. Then yes, we will see a change. But until then, living here on this planet, in this country, nothing is going to change. Nothing. It's too deeply embedded into society, systemically. Okay? And the sooner we understand that as a people and learn to move differently, of course nothing will change. Of course not. And I don't see that happening. Not in my lifetime, at least. Not in my lifetime. Will continue. Race baiting will continue. That's what they want. That's the way it was designed. On race. It was built on that. This country was built on that. And division. Race and division. Those are the key elements to this country. Race and division. Those two things will never change. It was getting better at one point. You know, we didn't see race. I can speak for me. I know coming up in the 80s and 90s, growing up, 80s, 90s, we didn't really talk about race. We didn't really see race. It was nothing major. We went out, we talked to everybody. This is just from my opinion. And this is growing up in New York. But I guess they say, New York is like the melting pot. Everybody gets along. That was true in my day. We would go down to the city, hang out with everybody, white, black, Hispanic. It was just a melting pot. We all got along on my days coming up, my hanging out days. Now it's very different. Now it's very different. And that's the way it was designed to be at this moment in time. Keep them angry. Keep them, keep them occupied. Keep them distracted while we keep throwing out all of this racial stuff, including elections, including politics, including just life. Everything is about race now. Everything. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. And you have a lot of people who fall for it. Not I, sir. Not I, Captain. Nope. Don't get my emotions all high about this trial. Because it's going to be what it's going to be. And I'm telling you how it's going to end. How it's going to end. It's going to be bad. That kid is going to jail. And I hate to say it, but it's already too many signs. He's not being judged, in my opinion, fairly. Those are not a jury of his peers. That's first off. Aren't we supposed to be judged by our peers? So at least one black person should be on a jury. I'll take one, but not even one. I look at that as crazy because those are not his peers. So that's the first thing. Second thing is how they're pushing this trial to end quickly. Never seen a Saturday trial ever, and they want it to be done on by Wednesday. So how long has this trial been on? For like 3 weeks? That's it? I don't know how long, but it's the speediest trial I ever seen to be concluded on Wednesday. I don't understand. I don't understand it. Speedy, 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 speedy. That is a speedy trial, all right. Very speedy. Having court on a Saturday. That should open a lot of people's eyes right there. Because it's never really happened. That's the first. Ding dong. Ding dong. The witch is hole. Oh, let me see. Uh, I'm sitting here playing with these noises, these sounds. Gunshot, gunshot. Sirens. Police sirens. Yeah, they coming for you. Be aware. Be very aware, my friends. I love my boring life. I truly do. I love it just the way it is. Boring is good these days. I don't need the drama. I don't need the nonsense. You're not going to feed off my energy. Energy is very important. They thrive. Evil thrives off of your energy, your emotions. Yeah, I've learned that. And you're not going to get it from me. Nope, nope, nope. That's one thing I've been working on, controlling my emotions. It's very important in this world of darkness that is run by evil. forces. Ephesians 6, what is it, 6:12, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this world is run by dark forces, my friends. You know that. Dark forces in high places. We have no control. Only thing we control is our emotions, ourself, our activities, and how we choose to live this in this dark place. So the only thing I have control over is myself and what I choose to give, what I choose to put out. And nowadays, that's not much. Not much at all. You barely get a reaction out of me with anything because I'm not shocked by anything in this world anymore. There was a time I used to be shocked, like, wow, nope, not no more. It is what it is. This is the world we live in. And it's going to get worse. Believe me when I tell you it's going to get worse before it gets better. hmm So, me, myself, I'm just quietly preparing myself because something big is coming down this pipeline. I don't know what it is, but something major is coming. And I just want to be prepared when it gets here because it's coming. Oh, it's coming. Mm, terrible. Terrible. What is this? Let me see. Oh, this is how they do the polls. Let me see if I could do a poll. Will Carmelo be found guilty? Yes or no? Let's see. This is my first poll. Start and show. Let's see. I got a poll with nobody in here. Oh well. At least I know how to start a poll now. That is good. I'm learning this contraption. Like Les Watkins used to say back in the day. I hope she is well. She used to give me so many laughs back in the day. I just loved her energy. She was a good person. We all have faults, but I know I felt people's energy even through this contraption we call the smartphone. And she was a good woman. I just hope she's okay. Shout out to Bless Watkins. Well, yeah, it's crazy. Now I gotta go to the restroom, and I'm gonna keep this on. Ooh, yeah, I am back. Yeah, but that's just my opinion. He, I don't think he's gonna have a fair trial. I really don't. Will not be a fair trial. They are rushing it. First of all, like I said, you'll never see no daggone Saturday court. So they are rushing this trial for a reason. And that is to send that kid to jail. And hopefully cause a race riot or whatever. It's for a reason. Because they know a lot of people who have no control over their emotions will be in the streets. Maybe rioting, fighting, looting, destroying their own neighborhoods, thinking something's going to change. And nothing will change. They're just destroying their own neighborhoods once again without any change. So, that's what they're banking on. A lot of confusion. A lot of confusion these days. The way it was designed. I know. I see it. But a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't. A lot of people can still be manipulated by the powers that be. The dark powers that be. Dark forces at play. A lot of people can still be manipulated by the dark. Night eye, Captain. Feel bad for the kid. I really do. Especially if he was getting bullied. But I don't know how true that is. Some people say he was. I don't know. I wasn't really into the case like that. But if he was, then he has every right to protect himself. Of course, especially if the school wasn't doing anything about it, then he has all rights to protect himself. And if he was getting jumped on by more than that one kid, they said it was some more than one kid that jumped on him. If that is the case, which I'm not sure of, then of course he needs to protect himself. Sorry the other kid lost his life, but you gotta protect yourself. I used to tell my son now, you don't go out there and look. My son is grown now, but don't go out there looking for trouble. You don't look for trouble. But if trouble finds you, then you need to protect yourself. It's either you or them, and that's exactly how I explained it to my kid. You don't look for trouble. You don't go out there starting trouble. You don't bully anybody. That's the way we had it set up, and he knew that. You don't look for trouble. But if it finds you, you protect yourself any way you have to. It's either you or them at that point. And I that's the way I feel. And that goes for white or black, whoever, whatever color. If someone is trying to hurt you, you have all needs to protect. You have all means to protect yourself. It's either you or them at that point. But you do not go out there looking for trouble. That's how I raised mine. You mind your business. You don't bother people. You don't bully people. Because I worked in the schools myself. So if I have to come to this school and embarrass myself because you out here bullying kids or bullying another kid or something, it's going to be me and you. And he understood that. One thing I can't stand is a bully. I try to take them down every time they're around me. Can't stand bullies. So that's what me and my son discussed. You don't bother people. You don't. You don't bully people. It's one thing. And when I was in the schools, I looked out for bullying. And if I seen it, I stopped it. Especially with the group of students I worked with, which was special education. You're not going to bully my kids. Those are my babies. And you better not let me catch you bullying one of my kids. Because I'm going to call your mama. I'm going to have the office call your mama. Talk to your child. We don't do bullies here. But a lot of parents are in denial. Some parents are in denial, like the river, about their children. They don't want to believe their children do certain things. And those are the parents that used to really get on my nerve. Like, your child is here more than they are with you. Your child is in school most of their days. So we know what's going on. We know. You can look at a child and their behavior and half the time understand what's going on at home. Because once the parent comes in, automatically, oh, we know. Oh boy, she's one of those. Okay, this is useless. Useless. And if the parent doesn't have any accountability, what makes you think the child will? Doesn't work that way. You got some parents will come in there, well, not my kid, not my, they argue you down about that child. When we're with them more than the parent is. We're with them 7 hours every day or sometime more. So we know that you have some parents denial. Denial runs deep. Not my child. Okay. Now we know why the child is the way why the child is the way they are. Look at the parent. Look at the parent. No accountability for themselves or the child. So I know all about them bullies. It's real. I know all about them. And it starts where? At home. At home. hmm People say you shouldn't assume, but one thing about me, my assumptions are most of the time correct. Most of the time they are correct, honey, I tell you. I can look at a person sometime and tell you their whole life story, and I'll be right half the time. Nothing is 100%, but most of the time I am. Because I like to observe people. I like to watch people. What do you think I've been doing so long on YouTube? Just watching people, observing people. And I'm always right. That's one thing. It's like, why you, one thing people say, well, why you block you always block people. You block a lot. Yeah, because once I see people do certain things and say certain things, I don't want to see you. Just like, that's the beautiful thing about the internet. I don't have to see people I don't want to see. And I don't have to hear people in their some of the comments they make. That's the beautiful thing about YouTube. Block, block, block. Blockity, blockity, block. I don't want to hear anything you have to say because it's not making sense. Goodbye. Easy, easy, easy. This is an application. This is an online application. You choose what you want to choose to view, and you choose who you want to view. Simple and plain. Simple and plain. The beautiful thing about online. I see what I want to see. Right, freeway? Right, freeway? We choose who we want to interact with. We choose who we want to see. 'Cause life is all about choosing. It's all about choosing. Audio is bad, vibrant. Hi, vibrant. Oh, sure. I don't know, vibrant. I don't know how to work this audio. Too close to the microphone. Oh, I'm just holding my phone. I don't even have a microphone. I'm just holding the phone talking. I guess it's the phone's mic. Let me turn it down. Let me turn my phone down. Is that better, Robin? Robin? Or am I screaming? Let me turn it down some more. Is it still loud? Because I hate when people be screaming in my ear. Oh, I had to turn it down. I had to turn my phone down. That's what it was. Yeah, you were screaming. And Robert, I hate that. You know, you see me in comments. I be like, yo, why you screaming? Thank you, my friend. Thank you for telling me. That's my girl, Vibrant, to the rescue. I'm just sitting here talking about this Carmelo Anthony trial. I'm just wondering why they speeding it. Why they speeding it so much? I never heard of Saturday trial. I just never did. It's like this is such a rush. Well, in today's world, everything is such a rush. Everybody's in a rush. It's exhausting. It really is, Barbara. Even when you're driving in a car, you're just trying to get to where you gotta go. You got people road rage, angry, in a rush. You know, everybody's angry. Everybody's angry. You know, the energy in this world has changed. The energy in this world is different. It is exhausting. It is very exhausting. And then it always used to be this way. Yes, Saturday court isn't unusual, especially if their courts are backlogged. You know, just for me, I had never seen Saturday court ever. I guess it's by the different states and counties, and everyone does things different. But in New York, I never seen Saturday trial, and I've been in a lot of courtrooms. Not for me, but other people. I had my share in the courtroom too. But never seen Saturday trial. I guess it's different in every state. Never. Every state follows their own laws, I guess. But so much has changed in the times. It's not like it used to be. I'm a Generation Xer. And today's world is much different than in my day coming up. Much different. Times have changed. Times have changed. Haven't they? Yeah, I'm sitting here playing with this Dream Yard. I said, let me try this Dream Yard. And now I see how it is. It's crazy. Let me see if I can type it here. Hello. Am I still alive? I guess so. I don't know. I kicked myself out, I guess. I guess I'm back. Guess it's trial and error. Trial and error. Brand one. What is brand one? Yep. See, I knew it. Share your referral link. Oh, I'm back. Yeah, I kicked myself out. Now I know what they mean by I kicked myself out of StreamYard. Yeah, will Karmelo be found guilty? Yep. Yeah, he will. He will. I just, it's a sad situation. It's a sad situation. You know, one kid lost his life, and another kid will probably spend the rest of his life in jail. We will see. That's why I say if bullying was the case, because I don't know. I'm not sure about the bullying part. I'm just speaking on just in general. That's why bullying is so important to nip in the bud, especially in schools, because I've seen it firsthand working with the students I used to work with. Special education, they get a lot of bullying. But they don't know, they're really being bullied, because their brain works different than, the regular. But I see it all the time. Just bullying because someone is different. I see it on a daily basis. And that's where, the adults come into play. You have to nip that in the bud when you see it as an adult, as a teacher. I don't care who you are in the school. You're an adult. So when you see it, stop it. And that's how I move. I don't know about anybody else, but me personally, that would get nipped in the bud, especially if I see it in my face. No, you don't do that. It's wrong. You explain. You talk to children. Why it's wrong? Why you shouldn't do that? Would you like somebody to do it to you? It's not right. And it happens. So I'm just saying if that was the case, then I'm not saying Carmelo had rights to take that young man's life, but bullying plays some kids take themselves out because of being bullied. You know, that's the effect it has on a child. Because like I said, they spend most of their lives in school. Half of the kids' life is spent in school and the people around in that school. So if the school atmosphere is horrible and bad, how do you think that makes the child feel? Well, this is where they have to come every day and deal with this. It doesn't feel good. I can imagine. I never been bullied, because I was a wild child a little bit, but I wasn't a bully. Wasn't if anything, I would attack the bullies just for messing with people. Don't do that. I still do it to this day. I still do it to this day. Around on YouTube. I don't like bullies. That's the thing. And I would jump on a bully real quick in real life and online life. Leave that person alone. You know they're weaker than you. You know they're weaker than you. And I hate that. Why pick on somebody who you know can't defend themselves? That pisses me off. I'm sorry, it just do. Because that makes that person even weaker. You're weak to go after somebody who you know cannot defend themselves. What does that make you? A weak ass, excuse me. A weak individual that you gotta prey on people who are weaker than you. Even trolls. Even though I used to be one. I wasn't a malicious troll though. I would just go in and say, how I felt. Yeah, I was kind of. I would curse people out. Let me stop lying. But it was mainly towards people who I felt were doing bad. Bullying. It don't make it right, but I don't do it anymore. I found the light. I found the light, and I will remain in the light. Stay in the light, Caroline. If you get cold, you will be kicked out too. Yeah, yeah. They need to get kicked out. And that was my goal, as a matter of fact. First, I would try to talk to, kids. You don't do that. It was a middle school, so, they understand. They understand. When you in middle school, you understand right from wrong. I'm going to tell you one time. Don't do that. Especially to not none of my students, none of my kids. Because those were my babies. Like a mother wolf. I was a mother wolf. Don't come for my kids. Yeah, don't come for my kids. And first, I'm going to try to explain to you why you shouldn't do it. That's the first thing. Don't do this. Don't do this. But if I catch you again, now it's time for me to take you to the office. And they need to call your mother. Because this is, you're doing it more than once and I'm catching you more than once. So now your parent needs to get involved. And if the parent doesn't understand that what their child is doing is wrong, then that's a sad situation and it happens. Some parents think their children do no wrong. Sad. Sad situation all around. But if you see it, if you're around it, stop it. Stop it. And so many adults. I see so many adults in the schools who will walk right past it. Like it's not happening. Like they don't see it. Oh, I see it. And I'm gonna call it out. That's me. I'm gonna call it out. And whoever don't like it, too bad. But you will get called out. Wrong is wrong. Right is right. Things have changed in 2026, but I'm still calling it out. I don't care. A lot of things are being accepted in today's world that should not be accepted. That's the way I feel. And there's a lot of things are becoming normal that should not be normal in today's world. The big difference than, my coming up days. My coming up days as a Gen Xer were totally different than these day and age. These day and age, this day and age, yeah. It's different. Energy is different. Nowadays, you got to be careful talking to these kids nowadays because some of them will bop you upside your head. This is the generation that is here now. They have no regard for anybody. Remember, it was a day and time where you could say to kids, like even walking in the street, even in my neighborhood, it was a day and time in my neighborhood when I was raising my son. If I see a kid, doing something that they wasn't supposed to be doing in my neighborhood, I could tell them, like, don't do that. I see you. Stop doing what you're doing. Don't do that. You can't do that no more in 2026. These kids will curse you out. These kids will probably smack you upside your head because that's where they at. This generation is at nowadays. No regard for nobody. And I found that out one day. I tried to, just say something to, a kid, forgot what he was doing. They were just outside being like very rude. And I was like, yo, y'all should try to, calm him down. That kid looked at me like I was crazy. It was like, yo, mind your business, this and that. I said, ooh. I said, ooh, 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 times have changed. Let me shut up. Let me keep my mouth closed because these kids will knock you upside your head today. And today, yeah, you got to be careful dealing with people. You got to be very, very careful. And now I just mind my business. I walk past it. I'm not in the schools no more, so. But in the street, like, I see kids doing stuff. I go keep walking, minding my business. Not my business. Because you don't know what can happen these days with this generation. It's not like that anymore. When I really noticed how times have changed about that move, that situation in Tim Horton. the store Tim Horton when that 75-year-old lady was in that store and they must have got her order wrong, and she was upset and they going back and forth. They trying to calm her down. But during the course of them trying to calm her down, the worker grabbed her shoulder a little bit, like, calm down. And that was the wrong move because you cannot touch everybody in today's time. So the older lady, mushed the worker in her face, and they commenced to fight, and the young girl just beat the lady down. I think she was 20 years old. Beat that old lady down, and she died. Sad situation, but you gotta leave these kids alone. Leave these kids alone. I say now they on demon time. That's the only thing. They on demon time. These kids are. It's something different about these kids in this day and age. Very different. That old lady lost her life. Can't play with these kids now. That's why I mind my business. If it ain't my family or my kid or my grandkids, I mind my business. Has nothing to do with me, and I'm gonna keep on walking. Not unless it's detrimental or something. Then I'll pick up the phone and call the cops. That I'm not getting involved. Not getting involved, and it's sad that we live in a day and age where people don't want to get involved because it usually ends up backfiring on the person who was just trying to help. So I stay out of anything now, and I don't like that, but that's the way it is. Or you'll end up getting knocked upside your head. And I'm too old to be out here tussling with these kids. Not me. My body ache. I just got a new diagnosis. I can't do it. I cannot do it. I'll call for help for you if need be, but that's all I'm doing. They're on demon time. That's my opinion. This generation is on demon time. What can we expect? What can we expect with the way the world is now? I miss the 80s. I miss the 90s. I miss those times. We'll never get them back. We will never get them back. It was a beautiful time. In the 80s and the 90s. Everybody got along. I would go to the city. The energy was just beautiful. Everybody got along. Everybody was happy. It was a different time. Now everybody's angry. Everybody wants to fight. Everybody wants to argue about politics, about race, about dumb stuff. It's not like it used to be. I'm telling you, it's just, I feel it. Times have changed. And I'm sounding like an old lady. I never thought I would sound like this. You know how back in the day when we were little, you hear the older ladies talk about, oh, these times have changed. Y'all kids are different. Y'all kids. And we would just sit there and look at them. Now I am that old lady. Times have changed. Look at y'all kids. This and I am that old lady now. Sometimes I sit and talk to my friends. They'd be like, we are them old ladies now. That we used to look at like they was crazy. Thank you, Father, for another day. That's all I can say. Believe in something or you'll fall for anything. Believe in something. And that's what I be meaning by I found my light and I don't want to leave it. I'm not going to let nobody take me out of it. I'm no longer in that darkness. That's where they want us to stay, in the dark. And online is very tricky. You know how many times I watch people come to this sector, this thing they call the beef sector? I've been here just watching for like 5 years since the pandemic. And you know how many people I come see who come here with so much light in them, and then as the years go, they just turn dark. They just turn dark. I could name some, but I don't want to really name them. But I've watched people just change. How this sector can change people, you know, from light to dark. I really have seen it. I've witnessed it. Let me give you one example. I remember saying to Honest Row, matter of fact, I don't know if he remembers this, but shout out to Honest Row. You be having me cracking up, Honest Row. You really do. But I remember one day, this was when I was like a troll, and I would go in Honest Row chat, and I said to him one day, I was like, "Don't let this place change you, Row." I wonder if he remembers that. He said, "No, it won't." But now, look, Row. Row be crashing out. Row be crashing out, and I be dying. But this place will change you. And that's why I was like, do I really want to make content? I come make content when I feel like, I don't make content. I just talk commentary. But I would never let this place get me like that. I just can't. My arguing and screaming and yelling days, and I'm not a good arguer. That's one thing. I'm not a good arguer. I'm used to fighting. I was a fighter in my day. I didn't argue. I couldn't argue. You get 5 words said to me. After them 5 words, especially if you close to me, I'm just hitting you. I had anger problems. I went to therapy. I had anger issues. So I'm not a good arguer. Yeah, once you start yelling and screaming in my face, bow, it's over. We gotta fight. I don't know how to argue. But thanks to the Heavenly Father, He has helped me conquer all of those demons that once plagued me. Thank you, Father. I have to go mod. Okay, Vibrant, go, mod. Thank you for stopping by, my friend. Me and Vibrant been chill for years. That's my girl. Go ahead and mod, Vibrant. Thank you for stopping by. And whoever you going to mod for, they better be grateful. They better be appreciative. That's what I said. That's right. Y'all better respect Vibrant. Because she minds her business. I like people like Vibrant. She just there to do her job and mod for the people she likes. And that's what she does. She don't get involved. She don't say too much. She don't. That's what I like. All the mods I love. I've been around them, watching them for years, so I love all of them. But I guess I'm about to end this live. I gotta go see if I can use StreamYard on my other channel, on my other page, because I don't even use StreamYard on my other pages. I'm gonna go try it right now. All right, that was my spiel for today. Happy Monday. Happy blessed day. Everybody stay in the light. Don't let the darkness consume you. Try not to. It can be hard, you know. Sometimes I'm not perfect. Sometimes I find myself dipping back to the darkness. But then I remember, this is not where you want to be. This is not where you want to be. Come back to the light. Come back to the light, Caroline. That's my favorite movie line. Come back to the light, Caroline. It's for real. Because that darkness will suck you up if you let it. Mm. Not I, Captain. What's that from SpongeBob? SpongeBob SquarePants. Now, all right, Captain. SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob SquarePants. My sister used to love SpongeBob. Ah, evidently, I did too, because I'm just singing it. I'm about to go get me some more coffee. All right, people, it's been real. I know how to use StreamYard now. So, ooh, wait. I want to talk about, let me add something to this. Let me see if I can add something to the title. The, wait, I want to go over what was it? I want to go over, I said I was going to come live and go over the new sector, the new sector rules, the new sector rules. I'm changing my title. The new sector. The new sector rules given by J Dunn and given by J Dunn and given by J Dunn and who was it? Ken? Yeah. Let me go over these rules because they had me rolling. Let me see. Where are they? Where are they? I wrote them down. Okay, yeah. Let's look at Dunn and Ken were brainstorming about the beef sector handbook, a blueprint. Okay, the requirements. First, you have to be born into the beef sector, right? Meaning like you had to be here in 2020 or 19. Yeah, you have to be born in. Two, you have to have beef sector relevance. That's what they say. Yeah, beef sector relevance, relevance in the sector. Okay. Three, you have to know the history of the sector. Know the history. And four, know how to roast and drag. Like I just said, I don't know how to roast and drag. I just know how to fight, which I don't do anymore. I'm too old. When I talk about my day, I don't know how to roast and drag. I just know how to fight. That was me. And now at my age, I don't roast and drag. I don't yell. I don't have time. I don't waste energy. That's what I don't do. Yeah, it took me a long time to learn that, but you can't waste energy on on stupid things. Things that don't benefit you. Don't waste your energy. Now I know what that statement means. You know how people just say, I'm not gonna waste my energy on that. But I was just saying it. Now I truly know how real and important energy is. Okay? So you must know how to roast and drag. Number five, you must come on camera. You must come on camera Okay. Hmm. I might come on camera one day. Who knows? Who knows? Once I get a better understanding of how this YouTube works, how it really operates from the inside. Because, I've always been an outside watcher. So I may come on camera one day. But they say you must come on camera. You must. These are Ken and Dunn and Ken's, handbook rules for the beef sector. Okay, you must come on camera. You must hold a panel on your own. Hold a panel on their own. Okay, I understand that. You must be able to hold a crowd, by yourself. I don't have nobody in here, but I get what they saying. You must be able to run your channel by yourself. And 7, know how to dox. Dud and Kid, man. You must know how to dox. I'll skip that one now. I don't ever want to know how to dox. That ain't for me. And you must know how to strike and flag. That's number 8. You must know how to strike and flag. I don't want to know that either. Number 9. Know the CCs past and present. Okay. That's kind of like you must know the history of beef sector. The CCs, you must know past and present. And 10, you must do real content, no lazy content. You must do real content. Okay? That's 10. 11, have to be have to be doxxed prior to entering. So you must get doxxed first before entering the beef sector. Doxing, I don't know about that one. But eventually, most CCs do get doxxed. But I don't know if it ever happened before they entered the sector. It usually happens, once they get in the sector and start talking, they mess or whatever they talking about, then they get doxxed. So it is always a chance you will be doxxed. And let's see. What else? CC's list 12. You must have been in a beef with at least 2 other beef sector to prove their dragon skills ability. You must have been in a beef with 2 other CCs to prove your skills. Okay. 13. You must keep audience entertained. You must keep your audience entertained. You know who's very good at that? I have to give that to Lemon Jordan. One thing I can say about Jordan, he keeps us entertained. That's why I tune in because boy, I get so many laughs from that Jordan. 14. Everyone can get dragged. 14. Everyone can get dragged. I know that's right. Everyone can get dragged. And 15. You must hold 200 people in your chat. You must hold 200 people in your chat. Like right now, I got one. Who is that? Oh, hi, Gemini. Hi, Gemini. Thank you for stopping by. See, that's Gemini. Good to see you. That's my SK people. Where I started at, child. Gemini, I'm just going over Dunn, Jay Dunn, and Ken's beef sector rules, the handbook for the beef sector. And I'm at number 14. Everyone can get dragged and must hold 200 people in your chat. Mm, 200 people in your chat, and here I am with zero. Okay, you must be a good storyteller in the commentary. Tell a story. I agree with that. You must be a good storyteller. Because, I like listening to stories myself when I tune into people. So that is true. I got to get my storytelling game up. Where am I at? 17. Dunn was the person in the group. Oh, I made a little note. I was like, Dunn was the person in the group project that was in charge of the slides. Just give her all your information and she will put it on the slides. I can tell Dunn was that person when you had a group project. You'd be like, who gonna put the slides together? Give them to Dunn. I can see her doing that. All right, but where am I at? 18. Oh, they said no Tommy supporters. I guess that's Tommy Sotomayor. I guess that's who it is. And no crying if family members get dragged. 18. No crying if your family members get dragged, honey. No crying in the beef sector. Rules of engagement will be piled on. You will be piled on. Must be able to handle your own against multiple CCs without crying out for help. That's what Jay Dunn and Ken said. You must be able to handle your own against multiple CCs without crying out for help, okay? 20. You must fight men, at least within the sector. You must fight men, okay? 21. Go live when you want to. Content will always come first. No friends on YouTube. You go live when you want to, and the content comes first. What did Jay Wilson say? No friends on YouTube. That's right. No fake beefs. What was that? 22. And then rules of engagement. No fast track to 1,000. No fast track to your 1,000. No buy downs. Don't sell out the sector. Don't sell out the sector. Oh, God. And then don't start fights in other sectors and expecting help. Don't go to other sectors and start trouble, and then you expect the beef sector to come bail you out. Men attacking women, but many women can handle themselves, which is true in the beef sector. Many women can handle themselves in the sector. So I agree with that. No homophobia. I agree with that. No protection plans. I agree with that. How outsiders get more support over a beef sector CC. Yeah, they say outsiders get more support than the sector CCs. Bertha May said Rodney not beef sector or beef sector adjacent. Oh my goodness. Those are Jay Dunn and Ken's beef sector handbook. I think I stopped at that point. I think they had more, but I stopped. It was just tickling me. I got a tickle out of that. Jay Dunn always has me cracking up anyway. I love watching Jay Dunn. I just kind of started to kind of fill Ken out a little bit because back in the day, Ken was a mess. He still is. He still is. But I see him. He's working on some things. I see him getting a little better. Little bit. Yeah, because I never was with dragging kids, and I wasn't with none of that. I'm still not with that. But no dragging kids, no touching people real lives, none of that. Once it turns dark and morbid, I'm kind of out. I can't do it. Don't like it. It's not good for my energy. It's not good for my spirit. You know, when it turns dark, I tune out. But those are Jay Dunn and Ken's rules handbook for the Dunn sector. I like Dunn on her own lives. Me too, Gemini. Dunn has me cracking up. I always used to watch Dunn, always, years. Whenever she would come live, because she don't come live too often. But when she do, I like to catch her lives, because I be cracking up. That's what it's about. Laughter, fun, a little roasting here, a little gagging there. But don't turn diabolical. I just can't, that's the part I don't like. We got enough of that going on in real life. Like people say, I come here for fun. I come here for laughs and giggles and fun, even though it is the beef sector. Nothing wrong with a little back and forth. She does her early morning lives, Monday through Friday. Yeah. What time is it though? Cause I don't never see it. Is it like early, like 7 in the morning? Cause I don't be up. I need to be up like 7. I really do for my morning walks. That's my goal. I gotta get back to my morning walks. Oh, 6 a.m. Oh, okay. I'm gonna try to catch her. 6 a.m. I'm definitely gonna try to catch her because I need to be up that time anyway. Getting back to my morning walks. Now that the weather is beautiful, back to my walks. Just getting my sunshine. Very important. Vitamin D is very important. Get your sunshine. You know how they say touch grass. But I've been slacking on my morning walks and I'm going to get back to it. I need that to start my day. All right. Now, it's on her Dundada page. Okay, Gemini. I'm going to definitely look for her. 6 o'clock. Dundada. I got to go to the Dundada page. I'm definitely already, subscribed. So I'm going to check that out because I never catched her. I never caught a morning live. I always catch her in the afternoon or whenever she comes, after that. But I'm definitely going to catch her. Yes. But that's it. I just wanted to go over these rules because when it was happening, I was just so fascinated. I said, let me write these down so I can talk about them. Yes. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I love the beef sector. I just hate when it turns dark. That's the only thing. I love it. I love the people. I love the camaraderie. So we talk a lot of, well, I don't talk mess, but they talk a lot of mess. But if somebody's really going through something in the sector, they try to come together and help. That's what I love about the sector. Now they go at each other's neck, but nobody else can do it. And if somebody's in need of help, they come together. We come together. That's what keeps me here, I think. That's what keeps me here. Because I know it's good people here. Everybody is not dark. Everybody is not dark. Some people may come in light with the light and then turn to the dark. But for the most part, everybody has a good heart. I see that. For all the years I've been here since the pandemic. For the most part, everybody has a good heart. Nobody's perfect. Some people need to get cussed out sometime. That's life. That's life. But for the most part, everybody has a good intentions, put it that way. Good hearts, good spirits. I look at people in their spirit. I have been bored with the sector. I stay in other sectors more than I do the beef sector lately. Yeah, Gemini, I be everywhere. I be everywhere. And the sector has been kind of slow. I can admit that. It has been. Yeah, I don't know. Well, hopefully it'll get back jumping. Summertime's coming. Summertime's here. So hopefully it'll pick up some. But yeah, I'm everywhere on YouTube. And then I jump back here, see what's going on here, then go to my other sectors. I be everywhere. Everywhere. It's the beautiful thing about YouTube, I guess. You could jump around. You'll find something that interests you, that, interests you. You'll find something. I like watching pets. I like watching cats. I like watching animals. I watch anything that is peaceful. I try not to do too much politics because that's on my timeline now. I'm stopping most of that. I'm cutting that down because it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. And I found myself getting caught up in it too much. So that's one thing I'm trying not to focus too much on because it's just all in my algorithm now. It's like, oh my God. Because I went through my politics stage where I was just wanting to know everything that was going on. But then it became a little bit too much. I'm putting too much of my energy into this topic, and there's nothing's going to change about it. But it's in my algorithm. What can you do? What can you do? Pet grooming, me too. Homeless sector, me too. I watch pet grooming, Gemini, and homeless sectors. Yep, I sure do. I watch this homeless lady. I forgot her name. Starts with an S. I watch her, and it's a guy that I watch who he goes around. Yeah, Gemini. It had me caught up for a minute. I mean, I was all in it, all down my timeline, all down my time. I said, I can't do this no more. I can't. I'm becoming something different, and that's when I knew, okay, this is my algorithm. I gotta change this algorithm because it'll drive you crazy. Every time you log on here, you go boom, 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 and then you're stuck there all day. No, I have to change that because I found myself getting a little bit too addicted to it. It's too much. And nothing's going to change. Dude, this is what it is. This is what we have here in this country, and it's not going to change. Sorry to say it. It's not. But not in my lifetime. Maybe not in my lifetime. But yeah, I just try to watch different things now, like the animals, the homeless, the helping people videos. Those make me happy. Those videos make my spirit happy. It's this guy, I forgot his name, but he just goes to different like homeless communities and he helps the people who live there. Oh, I've been watching 3 different guys. I want to move to Greensboro or Raleigh, North Carolina. I was just having that conversation. Funny you said that. Because I was like, that's where my history is at in North Carolina. My family. So I said, I'm going to go back. I want to go back before I leave this earth. I want to move back to North Carolina. That's where my energy is. My ancestors. I want to walk the same grass that they did. So yeah, North Carolina's cool. Different guys. Yep. I watched this guy who I forgot where he's at, but he just goes to different Really, Gemini? I used to live in Winston Salem. When I was in high school, my mother moved to Winston Salem, and I hated it. We only stayed there for a year. But now, in my old age, well, you're only as old as you feel. But now, I'm quite sure I will love it. I don't know if it's the same energy as it was when I was in high school, but if it is the same energy, I would love it. A slower pace. It was just calm. It was just calm. You know, I'm going back. I was raised in Hillsborough and live in the Green Bay, Burlington area. Oh, okay, Hillsborough. I heard of Hillsborough. So you heard of Winston Salem? Yep, that's where I lived. for 1 year, and I'm going back. I'm going back. My old age, my retired age. I'm going back. It's calling my spirit. My spirit is calling my spirit to get back there, and I'm not going to ignore it. I'm going back. Yes, it's on the other side of Burlington. Oh, okay. Okay. Nice. Have you been back there lately, Gemini? You was raised in Hillsboro. Have you been? Is it still the same kind of? Is it still the same energy? Because it was so peaceful and serene. Everybody was nice. When I went there, when I was down there, you walk in the store, everybody was like, "Hello, how are you? How's your day going?" You don't see that in New York. You don't see that. Everybody's angry where I'm from. But the energy was just different. It's probably still is the same. I hope so. Because I'm going back. I'm going back. Hillsboro. Yes, isn't growing too fast. Everyone is polite. Yes, Gemini. That's what I want. I want peace, polite, calmness. Everyone, yes, that's what I remember. And this was years ago. I went down there recently. First, I used to live down there for 1 year when I was in high school, and then I went back years later for a wedding, and it was all still the same. I just felt so much energy when I went down there. A calming. I didn't want to leave. Every time I went down there, I did not want to leave. I was like, I don't want to go home, back to New York. I don't want to go. And now I know what it was. That's where my spirit needs to be. For real. Yes. Well, if you guys don't know, I'm a very spiritual person. I'm very spiritual now. I had my calling, my awakening to come to the light, learn my Father, the Most High, higher power. I'm learning Him. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It was rough in the beginning. It was really rough, but I made it through, and trying to stay there. That's it. I want to be happy. I want to be in peace. I want to be in just peacefulness. That's what the world needs. I'm one of those people. I want peace for the world. I'm one of those people. I want peace. I want everybody to get along. I want it to be a beautiful place for everyone. But that'll never happen. Sadly, it won't happen in my lifetime. I gotta go call. Glad I caught you live. Thank you, Gemini, for coming by, my friend. Thank you, my friend. You make sure you have a good rest of your day, okay? Blessings, Gemini. Blessings to you. But yes, North Carolina. I gotta look up Hillsboro. I'm gonna look it up. It's either Winston-Salem I'm going back to, or Charlotte, or one of those areas. Winston-Salem or Charlotte, or yeah, those are the two. Those are the only two I know. Really, Charlotte, Winston-Salem. It's gonna be one of those places. I can't wait for the day, but it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Those days are coming where I get out of here. I want peace. I want politeness. I want good energy. And where I'm at right now, I don't feel any of that. No good energy, no peace, no calming. It's just not here. So that tells me it's time to go. It's time to go. Nights be hard. Yeah, it's time to go. Do, 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 do. But yeah, the Carolinas. That is where my spirit is sending me. That is where my spirit is guiding me. My spirit guides. We all have one. They guide us. If you allow them to, you know. If you allow your spirit to guide you, it will. You just have to allow it. And I'm at a point in my life where I am allowing it. I'm allowing my spirit to guide me from here on out of this life. I need that guidance. I'm tired of working on myself. I'm tired of working on my understanding. My understanding was not working out. My understanding was not working out. That's why the Most High says, do not work on your own understanding. Work on His understanding. And as soon as I did that, it became very clear. Things became very clear. The day I stopped trying to fight, his way. I thought my way was best, and it wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't. It's that I couldn't see that at that time in my life. I thought I had it figured out. My way is the best way. That's what I thought. But then it kept going wrong. And if your way is the best way, why it keep going bonkers and crazy? It shouldn't go nuts if that's the right way, right? That's a part of growth, I guess. Growth. We are supposed to grow as humans in this world. You gotta grow some way. Mentally, spiritually, you know, you gotta grow. Not easy. Don't get me wrong. Growth is not easy at times. Really not. Can be can be painful at times. Growth. Because in order to grow, you have to face a lot of things that you don't want to face. In my case, I'm talk for me. I can only speak for me. In my case, in order to grow, I had to face some things that I didn't really want to face. Didn't really want to face that I would bury. I would bury it somewhere in order to not have to face it. But you can't grow unless you face the things you what they say, face your demons. Unless you face the things you don't really want to face. And I had to do that. That's why I say it wasn't easy at times. Sometimes you guys will see me in chats to be like, I'm not there anymore. I changed my ways, because I used to cuss people out and troll people and just, you know, those type of things. And I was like, you hear me say, I'm not that person no more. I'm really not. I can't. I don't have it in me. That's why I say I can't argue. I'm not a person who wants to argue. That's taking too much of my energy. I can't do it. I just want peace in my old age. I just want peace, peace, peace. I take this garbage out. That's all I want in my age. At my age. This peace. Oh, what is today? Monday? I gotta take this garbage to the corner, to the street. Not right now. Not right now. Not right now. Look at my flowers. They are wilting a little bit. They need water. Oh, they need water. Let me go get this. Let me water my plants. Cause they looking a little thirsty. They looking thirsty. They're like, what happened, lady? You're not nurturing us no more? Yeah, I haven't been out there. I didn't water them in a few days. Crazy. Oh, I know what it was. Yesterday we had like a blackout for hours. So we was like focused on that. Like when the power coming back. Yeah. Well, I didn't even water my plants. That's why they looking thirsty. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, girls. Miss Sheila. It's Miss Sheila and Layla. Sheila and Layla, my girls looking thirsty. You look like thirsty. Y'all need to go in the sun. You need the sun. You know, we all need the sun. All of us. Plants, humans, we all need the sun. That's what they say. No, that's what I know. That's a fact. We all need sunshine. All of us. At least for me. I know when I get my sunshine during the day, I just feel automatically better. I feel better. I feel happy. Sunshine. It's beautiful. Gotta go out there. I gotta go out there and sit. Oh, all right. All right, my people. I guess this is it. Nobody's in here. Show or stage. Oh, that's how they put comments up. Oh, let me see. I forgot what I pressed. Show or stage. Let me see. Show or stage. Oh no, wait. No. Oh, okay. Show or stage. Oh, okay. See, you learn something new every day. Life is about learning and growing. Keep growing. Keep learning. I miss my students. I miss my babies. All right, that's it. Deuces, anybody who may watch this video, have a blessed day. Stay in the light, my friends, okay? Stay in the light. Peace out.